Good morning, everyone. Okay, so how is everyone today? I just thought I'd do add to my videos. Today, the subject matter will be shadow work. Okay, so there's a lot of words and posts, etc., been bandied around Facebook about shadow work. Now, the thing with shadow work is a lot get a misrepresentation of what it truly is. Now, so a lot of people make it that shadow work is something that is a dark side of oneself, which is not technically true. Shadow work is working through feelings that as an adult we do to work through feelings that we took on as maybe a child or as a younger person that we didn't understand. But it can usually go to feelings from as stuff that happened that maybe because we were so young we didn't understand, or it's only recognised today in our adult life as a feeling. So we may get triggered by this feeling, which directly relates back to something that happened in our childhood and was not quite understood by us as a child. So for me personally, how I've been working on my shadow work is to go through each specific memory, go through every one of my memories that I can remember and think about what happened, how I felt about it, whether it hurt or how I took it, and then take that feeling from an adult perspective. So put it into perspective, okay? So one example, when I was a child, I had a big argument with my auntie and I felt really bad. It wasn't anything that was of significance. However, I can remember her saying to me, "Oh, you must eat your celery." So to this day, I hated celery. And it was because I was sort of forced to eat this celery when I really didn't like it. I was only little, I was about 6 or something like that. But all my life I grew up with the feeling of, I don't like celery. So again, it goes back to a feeling that was registered as a younger person and then brought through to an adult. So it's working through those feelings, putting them into perspective and rationalizing them from an adult perspective. So, for example, for me personally, I would say, I had a little fear of my auntie because she made me eat celery. But of course, as I grew older, you realise, you put it into perspective, well, this was because I was a child, blah, 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 blah. So this is what I do. I go through every memory that I have from my past as a child, even as a teenager, and put into perspective the way I looked at it, what was probably the reality of it, whether they meant any intent by it, and if need be, that I forgive for it. And then afterwards, what I do is I try and replace it with a good feeling memory. So, for example, say choose something you really like I like ice cream. So I would associate that feeling the next time it comes up. I would tell my brain, okay, I love ice cream. I think I'm going to eat some ice cream. So the next time this feeling comes back to me and I think of ice cream, number one, it's an indication to me that I access that feeling again. And two, it takes it to a different part in the brain, I guess you could say. So this is what shadow work is working through your past, working through the feelings, putting them into perspective from an adult perspective, if need be, forgiving those feelings, and then putting a different thought to it, something you associate that is good, and then moving on from there. So it's a process, and of course, I'm 50. You cannot get to 50 without having some form of history. So it's going through each thing, being an adult in the fact that, it could have been something that was highly wrong against you, at which point this is where you're going to have to come into your forgiveness and to rationalize it within your brain. And I know that there could be a lot of people out there with a lot of hard memories that this is hard to do, but I guarantee you that if you do this and find the forgiveness in your heart, you will be able to cope with these feelings a lot better, and you will start to grow from it. And each time you get that feeling, it will be a little less because you've rationalized it. So this is what shadow work is. For me, it's nothing to do about being dark or being a half dark or half. I just don't resonate with that. It's just shadow work being memories you've held on to, which literally affect your decisions as an adult because you're going on a feeling. It's almost spaced in with trauma. Trauma is the same. It's a remembering a feeling. Like even at the time when you had trauma, it could be that you pushed it aside. So each time you receive that feeling, you run in your day, in your adult life. So it's the same with trauma. Trauma is a very complex thing because something that happened to you as a child, you remember as a feeling, not the actual circumstance. It might be that you remember the circumstance, but sometimes in your adult life, you can just have that feeling and you don't associate it back to that was a feeling from a memory of something that I went through in trauma. And the trauma might have been something that you weren't actually affected on the day. However, as life went on, you were affected and therefore you held it as a feeling. So when that feeling is accessed, we react. Our body reacts. We don't know why we're reacting because it's a memory of a feeling. It's not a memory of an event. And this is all to do with shadow work. And if you can go through this and work through step by step, you'll find that life will get better. And when you do access that feeling, it will come up as a different sort of memory and you'll remember, so you can check it. You can check it and rationalize again. So this is shadow work. So something we all need to do, every single one of us, and leads to growth and peace of mind also. So yes, so this was the subject on shadow work. If anybody has any comments they'd like to add or anything where they have their own techniques to do this, for everybody's way is different. And no way is the wrong way. If it works for you, it's the right way. So yes, those are my few words for today. Shadow work. So I hope you all have a beautiful day. We have a most fabulous day here today. It's Saturday morning. I was going to do a bit of housework and all that stuff. And then maybe speak to some friends this afternoon. So I wish you the most highest vibration day or night, wherever you are. And I send you much love and light also. So I love you very much. Take care and I'll see you on the next one. If you resonated with this, please, could you subscribe? And if you liked it, please hit the like button. I'm trying to get up as many people as I can on my new channel. So thank you for your time and good luck and keep going. Love and light to you all. Bye-bye.